Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Never been to Whiterun before? The Jarl's Palace is something to see. Dragon Search, they call it. Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall.
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. Gal like you needs a war horse, I reckon. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Of course. Huh? You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Ride strong.
one good haul.
My mother always said, don't let the men take advantage of you. Always be on your guard. Gods, I miss her so much.
Never do another span in that stinking jail. Rather die than give myself up.
Gonna get cold tonight. A strong wind will chase off that chill in the air.
Told him to just hand over the gold. Did he listen? Oh, no. They always have to fight back. Might pay off my bounty this time. Walk into the city a free man.
It's been so long since I killed my sword arm's getting flatter.
If you pocket. Now that's the real. No rough
I was
stuff.
in
Just take it.
for murder.
Bro.
I can't believe it. I died before I
Sounds
went
like
back.
much fun though. Gold solves most problems, doesn't it? All the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink, and all the women I could bed. Yes.
Huh?
Just die!
Are you truly ready to die? I'll try and make this quick.
By Eastmere! Won't get away with that!
I guess I was just hearing things.
What was he thinking? That ace now.
Huh? Hello? Who's there? Anybody there? What was that?
Someone there?
Time to end this little game.
Gonna die for that.
I love a good fight. I thought I saw... No. What was that? I know I heard something. Nothing. I moved here from Helgen after my family was killed. No mother should have to bury her daughter. Huh? Must be my imagination. People say Skyrim is one of the most dangerous places in Calrian. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent. And proud to call it. The rumors were true.
At last.
Thank you.
This is a surprise. Won't get away with that. You're dead. You hear me? Dead. Enough.
Gotta have a sharp axe to cut through all that fat.
Hurry up. We've got a merchant in the pit to take care of after we carve this thing.
Someone there?
That. Shit. We're not alone.
Over here!
That's the best you can do. Oh, just a scratch. God, no. I fought worse than you. Son of a...
Me!
Come on. Killing you will make for an excellent story. I guess I was just hearing things.
What was that?
You're back. Wonderful. Oh, you have? Excellent. Yes, I have just the place for this. Thank you. Here's your reward. Ah, phenomenal. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Exactly as described. Good work. Here's your pay. Very good. And in excellent condition, it seems. Wonderful. That is very impressive, my friend. You are certainly more than a mere treasure hunter. Which brings me to my next proposal. I'm in need of a full-time partner of sorts. A person of your caliber who can dedicate themselves to uncovering more lost artifacts and relics on their own, while I continue my research efforts. And you have proven yourself more than capable of the job.
And I think a special arrangement could work. Instead of me simply buying the relics off of you, perhaps you could bring them here, lend them to the museum. I'll give you an occasional finder's fee, and we'll safeguard your collection for you. You'll be able to access any and all of your collection as you see fit, and you'll know the rest of it will be safe in your absence. Excellent. Well, let me give you the 10 Septim tour, then.
This building was once called Macnarian Hall and was built as a temple dedicated to Talos, the patron god of the Nords. After the White Gold Concordat, however, the statue was moved and the temple closed. I came here a few years ago and was able to procure use of the space in the pursuit of establishing this museum. Of course, I have had the building vastly expanded over the last 2 years to accommodate what I hope will become one of the grandest collections of Tamrielic history in the world. This grand atrium I call the Hall of Heroes. It is where a variety of historically significant relics can be displayed, and is quite a striking entrance to the museum, if I do say so myself. Off to the right is the reception hall and staff barracks, as well as the museum office where I do much of my work. To our left, you'll find the central hallway leading to all the other galleries of the museum, which also serves as the cultural arts exhibit. Here, I hope to display a variety of art, as well as elements representing the more primitive cultures here in Skyrim, such as the Falmer, Forsworn, the Giants, and more. Down here on the lower level, you will find access to the East Exhibit Halls, which houses the Daedric Gallery, the Hall of Lost Empires, Hall of Oddities, and the Hall of Legends, which showcase a vast array of relics pertaining to the Daedra, Dwemer, Falmer, and ancient Nordic cultures, as well as a number of peculiar items that defy simple classification. At the close end of this hall, the stairwell will lead to the armories in the basement and up to the second floor. There you will find access to the Natural Science Gallery, as well as the Dragonborn Hall, where I will commission a variety of displays heralding any of your accomplishments. At the far end of the hallway on both floors, you'll find access to the Grand Library, and here on this floor, the door on the right also connects to the museum office. If you cannot find me in my office, you will almost certainly find me whiling away the hours in the library. Also, you should pick up a copy of the museum guide at the entrance of the museum. It will let you know the schedule of where I'm working, should you need to find me, and it will offer you an easier way of navigating the museum, as well as keep track of how many displays our museum has. Of course, it may take me a moment to update those accounts, so check the guide again if you feel the numbers seem off. I'm sure I'll eventually account for everything. Any items you find for display, you can either manually place them yourself, or utilize the prep station in my office. And I'll ensure everything you have gets properly displayed if it has an appropriate place. I'm likely to have a variety of tasks for you, but in between, I'm sure you could help me find a random relic or two I've been researching. Feel free to look around and come find me if you have any questions. I'm very excited about the prospects of where we are headed. Ah, good day, my friend.
Very simple. You keep doing what you're doing and stop in here from time to time if you find anything interesting. Have a look around and find the spot to display it. In addition to displaying the spoils of your adventures, I will commission and build exhibits based on those exploits. Anything of relevant consequence can be inspiring to the people. Well, here in the Hall of Heroes is where you should place any artifact of magical or historical nature. The Daedric Gallery, of course, is where anything related to the Daedra should go. And the Hall of Lost Empires is where you should display any and all items of Dwemer or Falmer nature. The armories you can display as you see fit. Lastly, the Gallery of Natural Science. If you bring some samples of flora and fauna, you can build fauna displays and plant the flora.
Oh yes, I have in fact been researching the location of an artifact of interest. If you have the time, you could investigate it. I'll mark the location on your map. Let me know if you uncover anything. Farewell.
Ah, I'm glad you're here. I have come across a rare discovery indeed. I got word of a unique relic and was able to procure it from the seller. Use it if you wish, or place it on display.
Good day, my friend. Ah, yes, that would be my personal sword. Yggdrasorn, meaning ancestral edge. What, don't picture me as the swashbuckling type? I assure you, I am just as capable with the blade as I am with the book. I just don't often find much call to employ the former. And so it remains in a place of honor and remembrance for me.
This central area is called the Hall of Heroes, and it's where I've designed display space for relics of a powerful magic nature and/or historical significance. I've done a great deal of research about the artifacts of Tamriel at large, and created displays for a variety of relics, should you happen upon them in your travels. Like I mentioned, it seems many unlikely relics are gravitating here, and you may happen across them. Well, the most obvious reason for many relics to be appearing here in Skyrim is, of course, the refugees from Morrowind, coming here by way of Solstheim. After the Red Mountain erupted in the 4th Era Year 5, called the Red Year, most of Vardenfell was evacuated, and the relics from the Museum of Mournhold were lost, hidden, looted, and more.
Beyond that, I have observed that throughout history, a variety of prominent artifacts have always seemed to be the key players during times of great change, when great heroes would arise to overcome terrible events and rise to greatness in fulfillment of prophecy or destiny. The coming of the Nerevarine and the Eternal Champion are perfect examples of this.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some account. They say the big old palace there was built by Ysgramor himself.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's mate.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, you won't find a finer vessel than the Northern Maiden. I'll give you a fair price. Not many people headed over there these days. If you ask me, I can't blame them. Things aren't what they used to be out there. They still pay me for supplies and passage, and I can always use the coin. Still interested in heading over there? You've got yourself a ship. We'll cast off immediately. Well, here we are. Welcome to Raven Rock. Just be careful here. Things aren't what they used to be.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Whiterun. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? Have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Whiterun's representative on Solstheim. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened, Attempted expansion? Revenge for the enslavement of their people? Or perhaps both? Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. Hail, Jolland.
Well met, Admiral. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. Let me talk to Larry. See what.
There's something you need. With me? What's the matter with you? Sorry, I've just had a lot of hawk-faced cowards coming by to mock my efforts. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Azador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you. You come out of the northern ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrow. Who knows how much to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig. You think I've got that kind of money? No. I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 septims on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off. You ever hear of Azador? He was the first great Nord enchanter, maybe even the first human to master elven methods. His best work was buried with him, though. A set that my patron calls the relics are supposed to be down in his tomb. Now, they're old, and they're powerful. A combination like that makes them pretty valuable to certain people. And I happen to know certain people. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold? It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Until next time.
I'm all ears. Take a look.
Did you need something, Mama? But I don't want to. Yes, Ma.